There seems to be this misconception that I ran to the internet, told what happened to this girl, and then all of this other stuff happened, and that is not the case. That is not how it happened.
Picture this. A star wakes up in a pool of her own blood, teeth missing, memory shattered. And the only people who know what really happened are a married reality star and his close associate. That star is Tamar Braxton. And the man at the center of the storm is Mendeces Harris, husband to Yandy Smith. But here's the twist, Funky Dineva, the YouTuber who was there that night, isn't just pointing fingers. He's accusing Tamar of a steamy cover-up, daring her to sue him so he can spill even more in court. And if we've learned anything about Funky, it's that he doesn't back down. We've all heard Tamar's version, how she threw a party for a friend, blacked out, and woke up with her face reconstructed. But Funky's live stream on December 1st flipped the script. He didn't just call her story into question, he dropped a bombshell. According to him, that friend was him, and the night didn't end with a simple birthday toast. Instead, he claims he witnessed Tamar and Mendeces locked in a passionate kiss before they disappeared upstairs with another man. The implication? Whatever left Tamar bloodied and toothless didn't happen by accident. And if Funky is telling the truth, the people who know exactly what went down are the same ones staying silent.
First, it was cute. It was just a few little comments. Big deal. I've weathered far worse storms. Then all of a sudden, it started growing legs. When I logged on to do my show, there were 7,000 people sitting in the hallway waiting. The entire chat said, Tamar, tell us what happened to Tamar. Tell us what you did to Tamar. Tamar, you know what we want to talk about. He want to talk about everything.
Now, let's rewind to that night. Funky says he met Tamar at Ruth's Chris, where Mendeces and a buddy showed up uninvited. According to him, the vibe was off from the start, especially when he saw Mendeces' hands wandering where they shouldn't have been. Then came the Uber ride, where Funky alleges Tamar was straddling Mendeces' lap, tongues involved, while he sat there stunned. When they arrived at her place, he says he made a choice. I'm not walking into whatever's about to happen upstairs. So he left. And that's when, according to him, the real mystery begins. Because if Mendeces and his friend were the last ones with Tamar before she was found injured, what did happen behind closed doors? Tamar's response? A carefully worded Instagram story denying inappropriate relationships and offering a veiled legal threat. But Funky isn't intimidated. In fact, he's egging her on. In his follow-up rant, he doubled down, claiming Tamar's entire Heartbreak Retrograde project was a smokescreen for her entanglement with Mendeces. He even accused her of using a doctor to falsify a sleepwalking story, calling her injuries a fabricated crisis for clout. And here's the kicker, he says she let the public drag him as a suspect, knowing full well he had nothing to do with it. That's not just a betrayal, that's a calculated move. But if Funky's version holds up, Tamar's legal team might be walking into a trap, because he's ready to testify under oath about every detail. Meanwhile, social media has already picked a side. Comments like, "Dry your tears, Dineva. That was Yandy kissing Tamar." And, "She spoke on him first, so here we are." Flood the threads. Fans are connecting dots. Tamar's rushed album drop. Her cryptic posts about healing. The way Mendeces played her love interest in that music video. Was it art imitating life? Or was it damage control?
So many of y'all out there are so committed to disliking me and only wanting to view me through the lens of being some messy punk that you can't see the forest for the goddamn trees. Tamar Braxton took to her social media first.
Because let's not forget, this isn't Tamar Braxton's first rodeo with scandal. Remember the whispers about her and Jermaine Dupri's father? The pattern, according to critics, is clear: alleged entanglements with taken men, followed by public denials and private chaos. But here's where it gets even messier. Funky Dineva didn't just stop at the kiss. He claimed Mendices and his friend were the last people with Tamar before her injury, and that they all went upstairs together. His exact words were, "If anybody knows what happened to your damn teeth, it's Mendices and his best friend." That's not just an accusation, that's a direct challenge. And Tamar's silence on the specifics, only saying she isn't aware of what happened, leaves room for every theory imaginable. Did things get physical? Was there a fight? Or did something go wrong during a moment that was supposed to stay private? Now let's talk timing. Tamar's heartbreak retrograde dropped right as these rumors swirled. Coincidence? Funky says no. He calls it a distraction, a way to bury the truth under chart-topping headlines. And the public is eating it up. Some believe him outright. Others think Tamar is being set up. But the one thing no one's denying? This story is far from over. Because if Funky is right, and Mendices was there that night, then Yandy Smith's marriage isn't the only thing at risk. Tamar's credibility is on the line. Her career is in the crosshairs. And every statement she's made so far, it's starting to look like a house of cards.
Right? And I think for me, it was embarrassing for me, but also extremely hurtful.
Yeah.
Extremely hurtful.
And then there's the legal angle. Tamar's team has reportedly sent warnings, but Funky is laughing them off. "You don't even want to waste your time sending me nothing on your fax paper." He fired back, claiming the relationship was extremely inappropriate. He's not just calling her bluff, he's daring her to pull the trigger. Because in his mind, a lawsuit means subpoenas. And subpoenas mean text messages, timelines, and maybe even security footage from that night. If this goes to court, we're not just talking he said, she said anymore. We're talking evidence. But here's the question everyone is asking. If Funky is telling the truth, why would Tamar risk everything, her reputation, her health, her relationships, for a night that ended in disaster? Was it passion? Recklessness? Or something darker? Because let's be real. This isn't just about missing teeth. It's about power, control, and who gets to rewrite the narrative. And right now, Funky is holding the pen. We know Tamar is no stranger to drama. The Braxtons' trailer dropped just weeks ago, teasing family feuds and medical emergencies, almost like life imitating her own scandal. But this isn't scripted. This is a real-life mystery with real stakes. And if Funky's next move is dropping receipts, Tamar's legal threats might be the match that lights the fuse. Because here's what we can't ignore. Funky isn't just throwing shade, he's detailing behavior. The Ruth's Chris dinner where Mendices allegedly whispered in her ear while his hands wandered. The Uber ride where, by his account, they couldn't keep their hands off each other. The fact that two men went upstairs with her that night. And only one came down with answers.
Yeah, because I don't sit and talk to people anymore.
You don't talk to people anymore. You're not doing like sit-down interviews like that anymore.
No.
And you had a lot of things happen in the past couple of months.
Yeah.
You put out a brand new album.
Yes.
If even half of this is true, Tamar Braxton isn't just facing a scandal. She's facing a reckoning. And the clock is ticking, because Funky Dineva has made it clear he's not backing down. He's not retreating. And if Tamar thinks a cease and desist is going to silence him, she's about to learn the hard way that some secrets aren't meant to stay buried. So what did happen that night? Who's lying? Who's covering up? And why does it feel like we've only seen the tip of the iceberg? One thing's for sure, this isn't just about Tamar anymore. It's about Mendices Harris. It's about Yandy Smith. It's about every person who's been pulled into this web of half-truths and hidden motives. And if Funky's right, the next chapter isn't just going to be messy, it's going to be explosive. Because when you mix fame, alleged betrayal, and a night no one can explain, the fallout becomes inevitable. And we're all still waiting to see who gets burned. Now, let's talk about the patterns. Because Tamar Braxton's playbook is starting to look familiar. She insists she barely knows Mendices, calling him just a co-star in her Heartbreak Retrograde project, a man she claims to have met purely for business. But the footage tells a different story. The way they moved together in that music video. The lingering touches. The chemistry that felt anything but professional. It's the kind of detail fans don't miss, and it's certainly not lost on Funky Dineva.
I feel like you might have like a narrative, because I do feel like when it comes to blogs and gossip sites, they do kind of pin you to be like a person that goes head to head with a lot of people, or combative, I would say.
Well, I don't know if I'm combative, but because people can just say my name and say that I'm into stuff. Like, I remember when people were saying that Mendici and I were having an affair, and there were absolutely no pictures.
Yeah.
No.
He's not just accusing her of a fleeting moment. He's describing a relationship so blatant it made him uncomfortable to witness. And if we're being honest, Tamar's denial rings hollow when you consider how quickly she pivoted from "I don't remember that night" to "this is all a lie," without ever addressing the specifics of what Funky said he saw. Then there's the sleepwalking diagnosis, a claim so convenient it's hard to swallow. Funky doesn't just dismiss it, he calls it a fabrication, alleging Tamar paid a doctor to craft a story that would explain away her injuries without pointing fingers at the real culprits. And who was left holding the bag while she crafted this narrative? Funky. For weeks, he says she let the world speculate that he might have had something to do with her condition. She never cleared his name, never once said he wasn't involved. Instead, she let the rumors swirl, let the accusations fly, and only spoke up when Funky decided to set the record straight himself. That's not just shady, that's strategic. Because let's not forget, this isn't the first time Tamar has been accused of playing fast and loose with the truth. Remember the whispers about her and Jermaine Dupri's father? The way she's always seemed to thrive in the gray area between friendship and something more? Critics say it's a pattern. Downplay the connections. Deny the intimacy. And when the heat gets intense, let the lawyers handle it. But this time, the stakes are higher. Mendices isn't just some industry figure. He's Yandy Smith's husband. And if Funky's allegations hold even a grain of truth, we're not just talking about an affair. We're talking about a betrayal that could unravel a marriage, a career, and whatever's left of Tamar's carefully constructed image. And then there's the album. Heartbreak Retrograde hit #1 on the iTunes R&B charts, a triumph Tamar celebrated just as the rumors started to swirl. Coincidence? Funky doesn't think so. He's called the entire project a distraction, a way to bury the scandal under chart success and artistic praise. And when you look at the timing, dropping a visual album right as questions about her injuries and her relationship with Mendices hit their peak, it's hard not to see the connection. Was this her way of controlling the narrative? A preemptive strike to shift the conversation to her music, not her personal life? Funky, meanwhile, isn't just standing his ground, he's doubling down. He's dared her to sue him, practically begging for a courtroom showdown where subpoenas and sworn testimony could force the truth into the open.
Talking about people.
Got you.
You know what I mean? Because it takes away from everything that you're doing for a moment, and it's a complete distraction. So I'm very respectful now.
Right.
That's one thing I did learn, Envy. I'm very respectful now of what I say, and I make sure that whomever I'm talking about, that nobody knows who I'm talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Social media has already made up its mind. Comments like, "She spoke on him first, so here we are," and "I believe him," dominate the conversation. Fans aren't just siding with Funky Dineva, they're accusing Tamar of weaponizing her silence, of letting him take the fall while she crafted her comeback. And the more she denies, the more they question. Because here's the thing about Tamar's statement. It's too polished. Too carefully worded. Hurtful and completely untrue rumor. That's PR speak, not the raw, unfiltered Tamar Braxton we've seen in the past.
It's the realest moment in my life, but also one of the most embarrassing moments in my life, because we have never fought like that before, outside of the camera, you know? We've never gotten to the point where it's been in each other's faces or like that aggressive.
Yeah.
Right?
It's the kind of response that makes you wonder what's really being hidden behind the legal jargon and the calls for responsible reporting. And let's not overlook the biggest question of all. Where is Mendices Harris in all this? He's been eerily silent. No statements. No denials. No public defense of his marriage. If Funky Dineva is telling the truth, that silence speaks volumes. Because if Mendices was there that night, if he was the last person with Tamar Braxton before she was found injured, then his lack of response isn't just suspicious, it's damning. Yandy Smith deserves answers. The public deserves answers. And if this goes to court, she might get them, whether she wants them or not. But here's where the story gets even darker. Because if we're to believe Funky's version of events, Tamar's injuries weren't just the result of a wild night gone wrong. They were the result of a night that someone doesn't want explained. He's hinted at a cover-up so deep it required medical records, a fake diagnosis, and a carefully orchestrated media rollout. And if that's true, then the question isn't just what happened to Tamar, it's who made sure the real story never saw the light of day? Was it Mendices, protecting his marriage? Was it Tamar, protecting her brand? Or was it someone else entirely, someone we haven't even considered yet? And what about that third man, the friend who went upstairs with them? Funky has implied he knows more than he's saying, that he may have been the one who found Tamar in that state. If so, why hasn't he come forward? Why hasn't he confirmed or denied Funky's claims? Unless, of course, he's been paid to stay quiet. Unless there's an NDA floating around, signed in metaphorical blood, ensuring the secret stays buried. Because let's be real. This isn't just about a kiss or a night of poor decisions. This is about power, control, and who gets to decide what the world knows. Right now, Tamar is holding the cards, but Funky has the microphone. And if he's willing to risk a lawsuit to tell his side, what else is he willing to reveal? We also can't ignore the timing of all this. Tamar Braxton's reality show trailer dropped just as the scandal was heating up, teasing family feuds and medical emergencies, almost like a meta-commentary on her real-life drama. But this isn't scripted. This isn't a ratings ploy. This is a woman whose personal life is unraveling in real time, whose every move is being dissected, whose every denial is met with skepticism. And the more she tries to control the narrative, the more it slips through her fingers. So where does this leave us? Two sides, dug in. Each daring the other to make the next move. Tamar's lawyers are ready. Funky is waiting for his day in court. And somewhere in the middle, the truth about that night, about the kisses, the injuries, the cover-up, is still hiding in the shadows. But here's the thing about shadows. They don't stay dark forever. Sooner or later, the light gets in. And when it does, we're all going to see exactly what Tamar Braxton has been trying to hide. Now we want to know what you think. Do you believe Funky Dineva's version of events, or is Tamar the real victim here? Could this scandal be the moment she finally comes clean? Or will it all get buried under legal threats and PR spin? Drop your theories in the comments. Smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe, because when the next bombshell drops, you'll want to be the first to see it. Stay messy, stay curious, and remember, in Hollywood, the truth is always stranger than fiction.